What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're checking out Turbo this morning. It is 4:32 a.m. on the East Coast. We are looking at Turbo cryptocurrency on coinmarketcap.com, ticker symbol TURBO. Guys, $405 million market cap. Looks like on the day you're sitting up 5.67% with a, once again, $400 million market cap, guys. Let's check out the charts. We're going to talk about kind of the best case scenario here for Turbo/Tether. So the chart I'm looking at here is the OKX chart. This is a daily chart, and the ticker symbol is TURBO/Tether USDT. Best case scenario here. So this is going to be the next bullish move higher for Turbo. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying if we start to break out higher again, these are the areas that I would be looking for price to get to, find some resistance for a period of time before potentially continuing higher again. But these are my targets to the upside. So just like how price moves up to a certain area, for example, these days right here, the 24th, 5th, 6th of May, just a couple days ago, where the price started to find some resistance here and pause. The price levels I will share here on the chart will do a similar, they will act similar when they get to those levels. I just recorded a video of kind of the worst case scenario here for Turbo, and that video was unable to be saved. So let's touch on that real quick, and then we'll get to the bullish scenario, guys. So hang in there for the end of this video. So kind of my worst case scenario here for Turbo, I spoke about in yesterday's video that we get that 70 to 90% pullback. And before you click away from this video, you might say, you know, this guy is full of it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, you may be right. Based on the history of Turbo, it's done in the past 70 to 90% pullbacks from its high. Okay, that's why I'm talking about that. So it's not me with my opinion. It's looking at the charts, and the charts have pulled back 70 to 90% from after a big rally. A 70% pullback from its recent high, okay, is going to take you just to one of my levels right here at the 28,482 right here, guys. That would be that 70% pullback. Just above that, we have the 1618 Fibonacci level at 0.003. So the Fib and the 28 level are very possible to get the price to pull back to. So I'll leave an arrow right there so that stays on the chart. That's the 70%. Let's look at the 90% potential for a pullback. Where does that take the price? So we have 80. Let's see here. We have 85, 6, right about there. So the 955 level, which is one of my levels here on the chart, right here, that's the other potential area for a pullback. Now it could be somewhere in between here. It could be, 65. Something like that. It could be, or not 65. It could be 80, 85%. Somewhere in between these two arrows right here is a strong area, a strong likelihood of price to pull back to based on what Turbo has done in the past, guys. So just keep your mind open here. If we've already seen the top and markets do not continue to rally, there's a chance we get the 70 to 90% pullback. Obviously, we'll see what the rest of the market will be doing. We'll see what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin is holding up very well, maybe getting ready for its next breakout higher, which in theory should carry Turbo up at least, a little bit. All right, so why you're here and what you wanted to see on the video is higher price targets. Let's talk about some higher price targets here for Turbo. So let's say that this recent pullback here is just a pause in a much bigger trend back to the upside. Well, for starters, we have a price target just above the highs so far. That price target is going to be 0.0102. So just over that 1 cent area right here. Nothing too crazy. I'm not saying it's going to $1. It's one level at a time. So the 0.01 level, 0.2. So from current trading prices, guys, which is at 64,143, that's 0.006. That would put the price back up from today's price, trading price, 59. You call it 60% higher move is my first price target there at the 0.0102 level. We have another area a little bit higher on the market is at the 0.012167. That's right here. That's my next target to shoot for if this thing can break out higher in price. What is that going to look like from the percentage calculator here? That's about an 89, call it a 90% higher move. So there's a chance if these markets can get themselves together again and continue higher that we're in the works here for a 60 to 90% higher move here for Turbo. And I think both of these levels will be hit if price can obviously break above its all-time highs. Not saying it's going to happen. Right now we're getting a pullback. We might have seen the top. Markets are not sustainable in a vertical fashion. They can go vertical for periods of times, but it's not balanced. These markets have to trade in a balanced fashion. Consolidation to break out, they need an ebb and flow. When they get out of balance, it doesn't last for very long. So you get these periods of consolidation where markets build up lots of energy. That energy is released, and then they go into another period of consolidation, and those high price areas might never be seen again, maybe for many, many, many years. We'll see. Today is off to a decent start, though. We have a daily higher low, so we're done putting in the lows for today so far, okay? If we start putting in new lows, that's not the greatest thing for the bulls. But so far, we have a nice daily higher low. No higher high yet for the day, just an inside day. But hey, a green day for all you bulls is a good day, I am sure. So that is my two new upper price targets. It's back into all-time highs. It's 0.010237 and 0.012167. 60 to 90% potential targets in play here if this thing can get its act together and continue its rally. 60 to 90% higher, guys. Those are my two price targets. I'm not talking about 600 or 900% higher. Just one step at a time, 60 to 90% higher. And also, I don't know if I even talked about this on this video. I have a lower target, a way, way lower target, 3283. You guys will not want to hear this if you're bullish on this coin, 3283. If Bitcoin gets hit really hard, the markets roll over, we start to pull back below the 70 to 90% to the downside, we could be in play here, 3283. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, and that does hold true in the markets, guys. If you are not yet a subscriber, join us here on the channel. Appreciate all the support. Channel's been growing nice. Good luck out there. Some of the comments, some of you people have been killing it, making a ton here in this meme coin Turbo. Not much in covering meme coins, but this one has been all over, so I started to keep an eye on it in the past couple days or so and try to get some charting out of it, although it's been difficult. As we get more price data here, it will help. 60 to 90% to the upside, and then if the market's tanked down to here, I believe it's about a 94% move lower. Don't think it'll happen in a day. It could, but I highly doubt it. But for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Markets cannot sustain vertical moves forever. They need to cool off and consolidate. The key is for this trend to continue higher, guys, for the bulls out there, we need to print another higher high. So we have to continue higher. We're either going to rally up here and print a lower low and then roll over. We're going to not take out yesterday's lows and then start to rally right up into a higher high. So right now it's important to not take out yesterday's low. That price is 55,000 and start to tick our way back to the upside. And then as the closer we get to those all-time highs, the more bullish you can be on this chart. Thanks for watching, guys. Not financial advice. You guys have a great day.